Hello and welcome back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where last time we played through the Bell Cup on Mirror Mode, meaning we finished our Mirror Mode 100%, and today we are going to be getting started with 200cc mode, where we are gonna take off at the speed of sound. For as fast as 150cc is, this ain't nothing compared to what 200cc is capable of, and this is the way that I prefer to play Mario Kart casually, so I've been really excited excited for today when we finally get to start doing this again. So I'm probably gonna be rusty because I've been slowly working my way through the slower CCs until this point throughout the LP, but we'll see how this goes. Anyway, let's get started with 200cc, and we are going to be using you know what? Let's use Metal Mario. Why not? Between episodes, I unlocked a new set of wheels. We unlocked the cushion wheels, so we use those with what should we use those with? We'll use those with the sneaker. I feel like that's Actually, no, we'll use it with the GLA, just to look as tonally bulked as we possibly can. Plus, I think Metal Mario fits the silver aesthetic pretty nicely. And we'll use that, to finish off the look, we'll use the parachute. Here are the stats. And we're just going to go and make sure that parts doing auto acceleration are indeed disabled. And so without further ado, let's dive into the Mushroom Cup on 200cc. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, as you can already see, we are zipping off at the speed of sound. So yeah, it's awesome to be able to go this fast through the course, especially when you have boost pedals like this. Like you just take off. There is nothing that can stop you. So yeah, the video is going to be a lot shorter. I'm going to have a lot less time to actually talk about things I want to talk about. And it's going to make some courses exceptionally harder, namely Rainbow Road and Special Cup, because some of those corners, they're going to be... Also, we can not do that. Okay, so next time we come off that thing, I'm going to show you a cool thing we can do when there isn't a helicopter in the way. Anyway, let's see if we can wrap up yesterday's topic in this episode, and see if we can do it quickly. So, the remaining Ice Age movies, Ice Age 4 Continental Drift and Ice Age 5 Collision Course. Now, Continental Drift... Really? I got 3 bananas out, and it just happened to hit me between the gaps of... Okay. So, Continental Drift is one that a lot of people say is... Like, okay, so here, if you pull up on the control stick and you lean to the left... I didn't do it very well there because I hit the helicopter again, but you can go basically all the way to the finish line if you do that well. If you pull up and pull back and pull left right there. Honestly, this one I may as well just wait till the next race to actually talk about Continental Drift because I have so little time left. Like I said, this video's gonna be a lot shorter. Also, because you move so fast, you can essentially outrun the spiny show. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to rely on my little trick here to get ahead of whoever that is. It's gonna be close. Okay. Pull back and pull left, and we're going to see if we can just go straight for the finish line like this, and there. Oh, we almost won. That almost worked. That almost put us in the lead, but sadly, Pink Gold Peach came out ahead. Anyway, yeah, that's a cool little shortcut you can do. You can only do it in 200cc. Anyway, so, Continental Drift. A lot of people say it's one of the weaker, like, very much worse than the first 3, but I will stand by the idea that Continental Drift is actually the best among all of them, and I will talk about that in the next race. So first things first. The stakes are through the roof. Like, I absolutely adore how high the stakes are in this. And it's not... And to keep this in mind for later, because I am going to talk about the 5th movie where the stakes are even higher, except that the stakes make no sense. So, the simple fact that the stakes are high doesn't inherently make the movie better, because the stakes also need to make sense. And the fact here is that the thing that's happening here is the idea of continental drift, where the continents are all drifting apart from each other. Like, it's drifting apart. The plate tectonics are shifting from the central continent that was once, like, because for those of you who don't know, the theory of plate tectonics is that it was the world was all once one contiguous continent known as Pangea that then drifted apart into the continents that we know of today. So the story of this movie is that it's happening at the time as the tectonic plates are starting to shift, and because they don't know what's happening, Manny, Sid, and Diego are shipped off, or not shipped off, but they are stuck on a piece of the ice that is sent spiraling far away from their home, and they're sent out to sea, and the mission is like the adventure of the movie is trying to get home when they are sent so far beyond their home. They have no idea where they are, no idea how to get back. They're drifting on just this tiny little iceberg, and they had to figure out how to get home, had to figure out like mechanically how to get home, and where home even is. So it's the stakes are through the roof, and it makes perfect sense because that is actually a thing that happened. The idea of the tectonic plates and the shifting of them as continental drift is occurring. It's really, really smartly written in that regard, in terms of how high the stakes are and how the stakes actually make competently written sense. Each character gets something to do, as is always the case. Manny has his character work. Sid, they focus somewhat on Sid because Sid's family comes into the picture. Diego has his thing going on with, I think her name is Shira. I'm not sure, though. It's the one that's voiced by Jennifer Lopez. And then I'll talk about a little bit more in the next race. Might burn out here. Yeah, I knew I was too early there. Okay, so to continue on what I was talking about. So yeah, they also introduced Granny. Granny's awesome. But aside from that, the thing the thing that I absolutely adore about this movie is Captain Gut, which is the villain voiced by Peter Dinklage, who is directly interwoven with the heroes this time. Because the idea here is that originally it just starts out as they invite Manny, Sid, and Diego, or they kidnap them to come aboard the boat because they're a group of pirates sailing the open seas, and they just want to take them as part of the scurvy crew or whatever. But then they realize, hey, we can use this ship to get home, and so then they do, which then it becomes a personal conflict of, oh, you stole my ship, well, now I'm going to take, now you took something from me, I'm going to take something with you kind of thing. So it's a really nice way to weave the conflict in, and it's voiced by Peter Dinklage, so that's, the performance is awesome, the character writing, the delivery is awesome for him there, and I might not be able to stop this funny shell. Yeah, I couldn't stop it in time, it's unfortunate. But I could. I did get someone else behind me with it, so that was pretty nice, I suppose. I really love everything about this movie, from the character work to the stakes to the just the intensity of the plot. Because there seems to be a lot more action this time than there was previously, and it's really tensely. There's the plan in the middle of the movie to kind of distract Captain Gut to get the ship back from him, and to use that to get home. And the way that the intricacies of how that plan unfolds, and the action sequence that unfolds as a result of the chase to catch up with the ship, and especially the final battle. The final battle is phenomenal. I enjoy that final battle even more than I enjoy the final battle of Ice Age 3. It is that stellar. Really. I really can't even think of anything about the movie that I don't really enjoy. There's basically, I love everything about it, from the characters to the plot to the stakes to the action. It's just through the just constant non-stop awesomeness, and I gotta get ahead of you before you use that on me, and we win. Nice. That was a fast-paced, close victory. So yeah, just a lot of people really don't like Continental Drift. Never understood why. I just love everything about it. And honestly, the series probably should have stopped there, because oh boy, howdy, is the next movie really bad. It's really bad. I don't know if I can actually get through all my thoughts about this movie before the race ends, but I'm going to try. So, first things first, there is the character work is absolutely atrocious. The story here is that Manny's daughter, Peaches, wants to get married to some kid. I think his name is Ethan. I don't know for sure. I don't care enough to check. But they want to move away from home, and Manny and Ellie are the big sad because she wants to move away from home, and you feel like you've seen this plot 1,000 times before, and there's nothing original here, which is fun. Like, even if the plot doesn't need to be some revolutionary thing for it to be entertaining. The problem is that it's like, I don't know that I'd go so far as to say character assassination, but Manny is so obsessive over keeping her here in a way that is not in tune with who he has been acting previously. Like, there's literally a scene where he just cackles maniacally about how his plan is to something about no, oh, I remember. He wants to cause his daughter to break up with the man she's in love with, to then force her to stay at home with him forever as a part of the family. And you just I watched the scene, I'm like, what am I watching? You're not Manny. You would never have said, you didn't, what? Like it's not character assassination on par with something like Toy Story 4, which just shows no regard for its characters whatsoever. It doesn't, like, destroy their values on a fundamental, insulting level. It's just so weird to watch. Because, like, Sid is just, like, his thing is trying to find a love interest, which is just painful to watch. There's this, Diego is contemplating starting a family with Shira, but they can't because they're scared, like, the kids are scared of them or whatever, which doesn't make any sense because they would have their own kids, which would be saber-toothed tigers. It wouldn't be, I hate the character work. Character work is atrocious, and don't worry, I have more problems with this movie. I'm going to get into all of them next time, so, stay tuned. We'll talk about it in the next episode. I didn't intend to spend this long talking about Ice Age, but 200cc kind of goes by in a flash, so I have less time to talk in these episodes moving forward now, so, yeah, it should be interesting to see how this plays out. Yeah, the character work is awful. I don't know what the hell they were doing there, but, also they bring Buck back, and they just, it just screams, hey, remember Buck from the original, from movie 3? You know how you all liked him so much? Yeah, well, here he is again. And he's just like an overly exaggerated version of the character that everyone, like, they overly exaggerate everything about him that people liked to make him just a complete cartoon of a character, and it's painful to watch. Anyway, let's give you the results. You have earned at least 1 star in every Mirror Grand Prix. Why? That's a game. I think you're a bit delayed on that one. This is 200cc. You're a bit late to the party on that one. You didn't need to. Okay, that's weird. Well, I guess we'll see what that is next episode. I mean, I know what it is because I obviously, on my other save file, I already have this whole game complete. Don't know why you waited until now to give that to me, but whatever. Anyway, that'll be for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Goodbye.